And now we are recording. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my Clipper faithful. Thank you so much for being here today for day 2, the launch of the second set of questions for Polygon Week Community Takeover. We have a wonderful guest today, justkila, a core member of the Qi DAO team. I'm going to bring him up on stage, but while we let people trickle in, I'm going to first, we like to reward our early birds. So head over to hashtag, should we do it in Polygon Week? Let's do it in Polygon Week. Head over to hashtag Polygon Week Community Takeover. We are going to do a giveaway. Remember, you don't have to spam. You just need to click the emoji reaction. I am putting in the details right now. Okay, it won't let me do it in Polygon Week, so we're going to do it in Ahoy, as we have done it before. Head over to hashtag Ahoy. It's spinning it up. And I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to try one more time. It's a wonderful start. Probably next time we'll figure out that the G-Create still works. Well, it looks like our giveaway bot's down. So we're going to find another way to do a giveaway, and we'll do it by the end. But right now, we are going to bring justkila to the stage. As I said, he's a core member of the Qi DAO protocol. I'm going to invite him up to the stage to say hello. We're going to talk about Polygon Week. We're going to talk about the Qi DAO protocol and the My token. And then we're going to launch some questions. Some are related to Qi DAO. Some are related to the cove that we're going to be depositing on today, which is the Hex cove on Polygon. I'm inviting justkila up to speak right now. Welcome to the stage. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Oh, thank you.
Pleasure. So nice to have you.
Oh, you guys are too.
It sounded like there were some people applauding in the background. I like that. Do you have a soundboard going on?
Oh, yeah, I have a soundboard, of course.
Great. So wonderful.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard people applauding in the background.
Yeah, I've got plenty.
So before we get into talking about Qi DAO, let me just quickly brief you on what's happening this week, and I can quickly go over what's going on so our viewers can know as well. We are recording this, so this is going to be up on YouTube later for the people that can't make it live. But we're currently doing an event called Polygon Week Community Takeover. Clipper.exchange is on a number of networks, but our Polygon network, our main pool, has about $1.1 million in it. Of that $1.1 million, $1 million is institutional liquidity. We want to reclaim that institutional liquidity for our own so that our pirates, our Clipper community, can capture the high yields for ourselves. So with that end, we're running an event this week where we put out questions every single day, and the way that people mark their answers is that they go into the Polygon pool or specific coves, and they're going to say 2 + 2 = 4, A is 4, 2 + 2 = what? A is 4, B is 5, C is 6, D is a million. Obviously the answer is 4, so they'd want to select A, and we give them the instructions. If you want to select A, deposit some deposit with value more than $10, and to the right of the decimal place has a very specific number, like 0.121212, and then later we go on the blockchain and we search for all the right answers. And people have the ability to win. The first person that answers a question correctly gets a rare NFT reward called Speed Learner. So we'll be giving out 8 of those for the 8 correct answers. And then we also are giving out NFTs for people who answer questions correctly, get half of them right, and also people that answer all of them right. They'll be the Polygon expert. And then the biggest rewards are those people who deposit the most. So we have 4 levels of deposit bonus. We have the Scurvy Scalawag level at $100 of deposit spread between Polygon, Hex Cove, Frax Cove, and Sushi Cove. And then also second level is First Mate at $1,000. And then the Captain is at $5,000. And the person who deposits the most will get the Big Boss 1-of-1 rare NFT reward. So that's what's going on with Polygon Week. You can hear that it is being punctuated by someone is mowing the lawn in the background. So hope that isn't making it into the audio. So you heard a little about Polygon. You heard about Polygon Week, a little bit about Clipper.exchange. Can you tell the audience about Qi DAO?
Yeah, sure thing. So at Qi DAO, we allow you to take your crypto and use it. So, for example, if you've got a token, Ben, what's a token that you really love? Ben, you there?
I had to take myself on mute. Personally, I'm a fan of Matic. That's what I give away in my.
Okay.
That's what I give away in my giveaways to the community. So I'm a big user of Matic.
Okay, so you're a big user of Matic. You probably for the long term, and so you probably have a bag of Matic that you don't want to sell, but you're right there. So what Qi DAO allows you to do is it allows you bearing Matic, deposit it into a vault, and then mint stable coins. I think that's a big point to mention. 0% interest. Also, is my audio off? Do you
Uh,
hear me okay?
I hear you, but I have to say it's a little. It sounds garbled, like you're going through one of those voice distorters, so that people don't know what your real voice is. But it wasn't like that
Oh
when we did
no,
our
no,
sound
I
check.
okay. Let me see. Um, okay, well, I mean, you can tell me if I should try and fix it.
Well, let's ask the audience in Main Deck or Polygon Week community channel. Are you able to understand justkila? They're saying voice is bad. Do you wanna? What I'm gonna do.
Voice is bad.
I'm gonna pop you down. I'm gonna have you leave
Okay.
the stage, and then why don't you reconnect and raise your hand, and we'll bring you up to the stage and we'll keep going. Thanks for your patience, everyone. This is what happens when you do things live. Special for our audience. You get to see it as it happens, and you know what? It's a little bit more. It's like it makes it that much sweeter when the questions come out. All right, we'll wait for justkila to come back. When justkila comes back, make sure to raise your hand so I can bring you up on stage. Oh, he says he can't raise his hand. Well, let me just bring him up. Let's go ahead. Go ahead and see if you can raise your hand now. There it is. And if anyone, I'm looking for justkila to bring him back up on stage. There we go. All right, here we are. We're back up. Let's give it a try again.
Okay. Can you hear me better?
It's a little
Is it
better.
still
It's still
robotic?
gargled, but I wonder why that would be. But Amir
Okay.
says he
Hey,
likes it.
we do. Turns them on. I
Yeah,
like that.
I
Hey,
guess.
so team member in the audience. I don't know if he's able to with better audio. Um, Let me see if. Um, let me just see. Yeah, can you add Ben? I think he raised his hand.
All right, I'll look for someone with a
Benjamin.
raised hand in the audience. Ben, in the audience, go ahead and raise your
Yep.
hand. I see him.
Yep.
Cool profile picture. Come on up, Benjamin. And unmute yourself. Let's see how your audio sounds.
Oh,
That sounds really
can you hear
good.
my beautiful voice?
Yeah, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming, and thanks for being on the spot for a little tech support. Kila, stay on stage because I
All
think a
right.
lot of people do like your robot voice. But now that we got, for what it's worth, now we got 107 people in here. We got more people to listen to about Qi DAO. So go ahead and tell us about it.
Yeah. So basically, what Kila was saying is that we're a great way for people who have awesome tokens they don't want to sell to use the value of those tokens without having to sell them. So let's say you have a bunch of Matic, but Matic is like really bad in price right now, and you think it's a bad idea to sell it, but you want to buy a car. What do, right? You can borrow my against your Matic at 0% interest. We don't charge you interest, and then use that my in the real world to buy the car or whatever you want to buy.
So you give 0% interest loans.
Yes,
using
sir, and
and
all denominated in my.
okay, wonderful. So I'm looking at your docs.my.finance page, and I'll drop that link in chat because just a little hint, everyone, when we launch our question in a little bit, you're going to want to visit this page to look at the answer. So can you tell me a little bit about like what is the coin My? What's the story with that?
Yeah, so my is like MakerDAO's DAI, right? Or
That's
like Liquidy's LUSD. And basically, it's a stable coin that you can take on to as many chains as you want. We're live on 22 chains right now.
right.
And can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's funny. I
Yeah.
hear someone knocking in the background too. I've got my
No,
lawnmower, and
that's
you've got
not
a.
knocking. That's probably his roommate
I got it.
having some good
Oh
times.
no.
No, Qi no,
family
Qi
family exchange. Family exchange.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no,
No,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
all.
no
It's.
moderation,
I'm sure the
sorry.
people love it. So
It's
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 a
what you said. It's the live, it's the authenticity of doing a live interview, you know?
right. It's charming, and it's backed by collateral. It's a stable
Yeah,
coin
and
backed by
what's
collateral.
Yeah, and what's interesting about Mai is that unlike most CDPs, it's backed by absolutely zero centralized collaterals. So we have over 60 collaterals, and none of them are USDC.
And who provides those collateral? The people that are taking out the loans, basically.
Yeah, it's the people that are taking out the loans that they provide the collateral in order to then mint against those values.
I see. And can you explain? I mean, I'm sure, like tech pleb, math pleb, all that stuff. But how does the 0% interest work? Like, what's the model there?
Yeah, I mean, like, we have no reason to charge you to mint against your own money, right? Because you're taking on the default risk. If your collateral falls in value, you get liquidated. So you wouldn't need to pay for that. That's kind of our thesis.
Okay, well, it's a nice service. It's a nice service for the community, that's for sure. Will you talk about the difference between the Qi DAO and other stablecoin protocols? Did I lose you?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about other stable coins, but
Not publicly,
basically,
that is.
Yeah, we'll go to private
yeah,
chat
not
for that.
publicly. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Uh,
Keep going.
cool.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so basically our main difference, right, is we have very low fees, as you know, and we are on all the chains that you love. So you can mint against your favorite assets on your favorite chains, and you don't have to, be limited by where the protocol is.
Great. So tell me a little bit. I like to get personal with people. So tell me a little about your team. How big's your team? How long's Qi DAO been around? Where are you guys in the world? How long have you specifically been with Qi DAO? What's your day to day like? Tell me a little about yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, we run a small team, and that's because we are supplemented by an awesome community that helps us out with different things. I think we're about like six like full-time people.
Wow.
But then we have like a bunch of like dedicated DAO contributors that do different tasks for bounties. Um, I've been at QiDAO since the beginning, May 2021, and yeah, I think we've also all been in crypto for as long as we can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all kind of yeah, we all kind of met through hackathons, and you know how it goes.
Yeah. The time before
Kind of
crypto.
we
Anything
just
before
stay
11
together.
years ago doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean crypto is like very different, right, from when we started. Now
Right.
it's like there's more of a community. We know we're not crazy. There's other people here with us.
Yeah. We're not the degens now. We're taking over. The degens are actually in traditional finance. We're taking them over. So you mentioned that even with your team of 5 or 6, you have a very like the community helps a lot. Where can you find your community?
Yeah, absolutely everything's on Discord, and that's where people go to share their opinions, argue, give, like, fulfill different bounties. Right now we have our like head risk manager here, Geekvine, who is like part of our community, and he makes sure that we we make good decisions in terms of adding collaterals and managing our exposure to different collaterals.
All right, I'm messaging you saying drop that Discord link in the Polygon Week community channel, the Community Takeover channel. Drop that link in there. Hopefully you are advertising your talk in your Discord and sending them over here to participate in Polygon Week. So I was recommended you guys by the people at Polygon to have educate my community about your project. Do you have any specific relationship to Polygon or specific kind of like affinity to Polygon, or it's just one of your 21, 22 chains?
Yeah, I mean, Polygon's not our side boo. They're our first chain. That's
it was your first chain. Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
This is the side piece right here. Oh, I love it.
No, we're Polygon's like first stable coin and largest stable coin. We've been here since like DeFi was a thing on Polygon, and I believe we're still. I'm checking now. We're still the largest native project. That started on Polygon. Technically, QuickSwap started on Ethereum.
So you're
we have
first stable coin on Qi DAO. You're the largest. Sorry, you're the largest. Polygon was your first
native
network, and I see. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polygon really is your boo.
We're friends with them.
Yeah.
On chain and off chain, we hang out. We help out as much as we can with BD strategy, all that good stuff.
Got it. Okay, so I don't want people to get. I don't want them to wait too long. So, is there any final things you guys want to talk about Qi DAO? And then I'm going to have you guys launch our question for people to go ahead and deposit in the Hex Cove.
Yeah, I think that's good in terms of the info. I don't want to bore anyone here.
That's not boring, but so we'll get that link. Head over to I dropped the link to the finance. But my.finance is the place to go for the website. You can probably find all the community links from there. But docs.my.finance is where people should go right now. So what I'm going to do now is I will drop you guys off stage, and we're going to start doing our questions. So thank you to everyone. Thank you to Benjamin and justkila for coming here and providing entertainment and knowledge about Qi DAO protocol. If you have questions for me or them, just at me or Benjamin or justkila in the Polygon Week Community Takeover channel. I'm going to say thank you and drop them from the stage. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull up the questions. So one of these questions is going to be about the Hex Cove, but the first question is going to be about the Qi DAO protocol. And I'm bringing it up in video, but of course you people who are live can't see the video. So we'll read it, and then I'm going to copy paste it into chat. So our very first question, our second set of questions, your answers are going to be recorded in the Hex Cove on the Polygon network. So make sure that you go to the right place. So you heard how Polygon was their first chain, but how many chains is Mai currently on? Mai is the coin that's linked to Qi DAO protocol. The token, and it is on, your answers are A, is it on 5 chains? B, is it on 13? C, is it on 17? Or D, is it on 21? And you can go to docs.my.finance and navigate to important addresses. So here's your docs.my.finance. Head down to important addresses and you can see where are these addresses. Count them up and give your answers A, B, C, or D. Now, how do you record your answers? And the way that you will do that is you will go to the Hex Cove on the Polygon network. And if you want to answer A, you will deposit Hex plus an asset of your choosing into the Hex Cove on Polygon network, where the value is greater than $10 USD, and the right of the decimal place has 0.123456. The same thing for B, you're going to want 234567. For C, you'll want 0.345678. And for D, you'll want 0.456789. So you have 6 numbers to the right of the decimal place, and the value needs to be more than $10 USD value. Now, before we were in the Polygon pool, today we are in the Hex Cove. For Coves, it works a little bit differently. You have to deposit 2 assets, and that's so you have a balance in the Cove. The way that Coves works, and here we're going to open up Introduction to Clipper Coves. We'll go to blog.Clipper.exchange. Introduction to Clipper Coves. Please read through this for a detailed explanation about coves. Some of our questions tomorrow will be specifically about coves. I'm going to drop this link into the Polygon chat. So head down to Polygon Week Community, and that is where you can learn about coves. So why don't I copy paste the questions into Polygon Week Community and also Polygon Week questions, and then we're going to move to question number 2. So just reading it aloud again. How many chains is Mai on? 5, 13, 17, or 21. And the values that you want to deposit: A is 0.123456, B 2345667, C 345678, and D is 456789. I'm posting it in Polygon Week Community as well as Polygon Week questions. Okay. Let's move. Let's see if there's any questions. At me if you have any questions. And if not, we're going to move to our second question. Again, so we have just made a deposit into the Hex Cove. For our second question, we want to make a swap. So Hex is the designated cove that we are working in today. You can find the answers in hex.com/howitworks. I will bring that up right about now. Hex.com/howitworks. So go to this page to find your answer. And the question that we are looking for is, Hex considers itself to be A, an ERC-1155 multi-token standard, B, the first high-yield blockchain certificate of deposit, C, an online but centralized replacement for traditional banks, or D, a very highly inflationary yield token. If you want to answer A, go to the Hex Cove on Polygon, make a swap with a value greater than $10 USD, and the right of the decimal place and the input is 0.977789. For B, 876,678. For C, 765,567. For D, 654,456. I'm going to copy paste this question, and I'm going to drop it in Polygon Week questions, and I'm going to drop it in Polygon Week Community. All right, so we have our 2 questions. We learned a lot about the Qi DAO protocol. We're directing you to go to hex.com/howitworks. And as always, remember our rewards are for answering questions correctly, for answering questions first, and for the largest deposit bonuses. Our main goal is to deposit and replace the $1 million of institutional liquidity in the Polygon pool. So if you have, we want you to save the vast majority of your deposits. If you're planning on depositing in Polygon pool, Hex, Sushi, and Frax, put 90% of that into the Polygon pool and just make sure that you have enough to deposit into the other coves that's above the limit. If you want to deposit 1,000 in each of those, that's fine. Go for it. I'm happy that you have so much cash moneda, Matic, if you will, but we do want to replace that $1 million so that we can capture it for ourselves. That's our goal, if you will. So the deposit counting will track over all of the coves and all of the Polygon main pool. But if you deposit your 1,000 into Hex Cove and nowhere else, you're going to get that Captain NFT. If you're the first person to answer questions, you're going to get that Speed Learner NFT. So once again, our questions are regarding the Qi DAO protocol. How many chains is Mai on? Let me swap over to the questions. And our Hex. So that was our Hex deposit question. And our Hex swap question is about the Hex token itself. What does it consider itself to be? Is it a multi-token standard, a blockchain certificate of deposit, a replacement for traditional banks, or an inflationary yield token? Go to hex.com/howitworks to find your answers, or go to docs.my.finance to find your answer for the deposit question. We've got our questions. We've got our answers. I shouldn't have clapped that close to the microphone. We need to figure out how to do a giveaway, so I will have that ready for tomorrow. But as it is, I think we've settled everything. Go forth and get those answers right. I'm going to publish this to YouTube, and I hope that you guys all get your NFT rewards. See you tomorrow with a AMA with Justin Havens from the Polygon Decentralized Finance team, and I'm going to go talk to my lawnmowers outside and see what is going on. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.